Hello everybody, this is Marcos Borja, product advisor of Downtown Toyota, part of Downtown Auto Group. Today, in this video, we're going to talk about two special trims, the 2026 RAV4 Hybrid Woodland and also the 2026 plug-in hybrid RAV4 GR. Let's go and check it. Talking about the 2026 RAV4 plug-in hybrid GR, I can only say wow, wow, and wow. Actually, this full bumper is completely different from the other trims. Very good looking. We can realize the GR budget here. Also, these two tones like black and red, I think looks very sporty, and also it's like the fingerprint from the GR, the Gazoo Racing. This is the first SUV GR that we have in our line in Toyota. This is a big thing. Also, the full new design of this bumper, I can say that is a very good looking car. Pretty similar to the new design, of course, of the RAV4, but I can say that this one is the bumper is completely different. Like, you realize that is a sporty car. Taking a quick look of the front bumper for the 2026 RAV4 Woodland is completely different than the other trims. This one, it looks more aggressive. This one looks more rough because the main purpose for these cars are basically like to look like more overlanding or off-road, right? So that's why it's completely different, the front bumper. But actually, I can say that it looks pretty good, pretty decent. Also, we have these rigid lights here, fog lights, that I think that for off-roading and everything, when you are in the dark, it will assist you to have a good look. Also, it will have like sensors as well here. A lot of people ask why the grill need to be different, right? It needs to be different because, for example, you're going in the off-roading and everything, and sometimes you have trees or something like that. Maybe all these plants and all these sticks can get into the grill. So this one is basically to protect all of that, right? So that's why it's different. It has like this basically cover this part in order to protect the car and protect the interior. And the other ones, basically, you don't need to cover that because those cars are meant to go in the highway, on the street, in the city, not for off-roading or overlanding. Talking about the side of the 2026 RAV4 GR plug-in hybrid, I know that I already repeated a lot of times, but I really love these two tones. Supersonic red with this black globes looks very nice. Here we have a unique 20 inches alloy rims, and we also have like the brake calypso on red that also match with the color of the car and also match with all the design of the car and everything. So yeah, I really love the design of this GR 2026 plug-in hybrid. Okay guys, one thing that I also want to highlight is if we compare this one with the GR, we can notice that this one has like these plastic here because of course this is for overlanding or off-road, so I don't think that you want to get damaged with if you have like a fancy covers. So that's why this one is very simple, but of course has a purpose, right? Also, one thing that I want to highlight is this special rims specific for this trim, for the Woodland trim, that actually, to be honest, I think that it looks pretty decent, pretty rough. Gives you that aspect or that feeling that you are doing off-road or this is an overlanding car. Another thing that I want to highlight is that in this trim, we will get like the cross rails, also with this nice logo that is the logo from the Woodland. And yeah, I think that this car is pretty well equipped for overlanding. Taking the first quick look in this RAV4 plug-in hybrid GR, the first thing that I noticed is this real large spoiler that looks pretty nice. It's very weird to see this in a SUV, but this one, because it's a Gazoo Racing trim, we will have this rear spoiler that looks pretty sick, pretty nice. Another thing that I can realize is this contrast between the black and red looks amazing. I can say that I really love this design, and also this supersonic red. I think that it goes with the colors of the GR trim and with the GR aspect. And yeah, I think that this car looks pretty decent. Also, the small logo here, like the other RAV4s. We have a massive RAV4 here. Here on the bottom, this rear bumper is slightly different from the others. Yeah, I think that is very nice, good looking rear. Right now we are in the rear part of the RAV4 Woodland trim. In comparison with the GR trim, we can notice that the spoiler is completely different. We can also notice, because this is the off-road version, this one also we have the towing hitch here. You can tow up to 3,500 pounds. It's basically the only one that has like this capacity, because this one is the off-road version from the RAV4 Hybrid 2026. Yeah, I think that this one looked a little bit more aggressive. Also, this color is the Everest color. We can only find this color in the Trail Hunter 4Runner, and also we can find also in this trim in the Woodland RAV4 Hybrid 2026. Okay, so the first thing that I noticed here, sitting in the GR RAV4 2026, they have like these racing paddles, like looks pretty nice. because of course we are in a racing car. We have also the red stitching here in the seats, in the steering wheel. Other than that, I think that it looks pretty standard and pretty similar to the RAV4. We can also find the logo of the GR here as well. Another thing that I realized also is that right now we are hearing like some racing cars. I don't know if this is standard or this is just for the auto show. We will figure it out that later. But yeah, it looks pretty good, this car. One thing that I want to highlight also is like normally when you are sitting in a car that is meant to be for race, you don't feel comfortable. But this one, because it's meant to be an SUV and also it's meant to be a racing car, I can feel that it's pretty decent. Like the feeling how you see it is a normal SUV. You don't feel uncomfortable because most likely, for example, in the GR Supra or in the GR Corolla, you feel that those cars are very aggressive in the driving and also when you sit on them, because those are racing cars. So normally the main purpose is not to be comfortable. The main purpose is just race. And in this one, you feel comfortable, but also you can race. So right now we already checked the interior for the GR. Let's gonna check the interior for the Woodland. So the first impression in this RAV4 2026 Woodland, in terms of the interior, is basically pretty similar to the RAV4 hybrid, the standard. Of course, in this one we have these orange details. Also, the name of this color of this seat is mineral. Actually, those are exclusive only for this trim. We can realize also that the screen looks smaller than the other trims. Maybe in the LE or the XLE we will have like this same size of the screen. I noticed also that we only have like one wireless charger, not two, like the limited that we checked the other day. And also in the GR as well. Another thing that I noticed is that in the winter mats we can realize that has a logo of Woodland. Another thing that I want to highlight is that in this Woodland trim RAV4 hybrid, we have like the small sunroof. In comparison with the GR, we have the panoramic sunroof. There's another main difference in those. So I can say that this one is the perfect SUV for someone to go to go to camping and also to go to do off-road. And also here, the same like the 4Runner and the Tacoma, we have here a space that you can buy the accessory to put the flashlight, because the people that go always like overlanding or doing camping, they will need a flashlight, of course. That is one of the main purpose, because there is no light there. Okay guys, so I hope that you really enjoyed this video about talking about the most special trims in the RAV4 2026, the GR and also the Woodland. So if you're a person who like to go fast or like to go like a car to enjoy like the performance wise, you can go by the GR. But if you're a person that like to enjoy like overlanding or camping, I think that the Woodland is a good choice for you. So thank you one more time for watching this video. I'm Marcos Borja, product advisor of Downtown Toyota, part of Downtown Auto Group, and hopefully see you in the next video.